Section F starts from your page number 168. First, find the range, coefficient of range, quartile and its coefficient, mean deviation and its coefficient from the following data of the number of emergency visit of 80 doctors to their patients in a town. Now that's what the information is given, that is discrete information. Here I already put into the table. As we all know, for the range we just need out of observation the highest number and the lowest one. Here we can see the highest, that is 35. That's what the formula of range. For the x-edge, keep the highest range and the lowest is 3. So out of this, get them subtract and you will get the range 32. Now out of this, the question is also asking to find out coefficient of range. The formula is same, just we have to also put the highest observation plus the lowest observation. So same number we are going to write, that is 35 minus 3 and down 35 plus 3. So here we'll get 32 and here 38. On the division, we'll find out 0.84. That's what the coefficient of range. Now the next what they ask is the quartile deviation, where we need the information of Q3 and Q1. As we can see, the information is in discrete. So here we'll use the formula of n plus 1 divided by 4. Hope you remember, बड़ा वाला formula जब continuous frequency distribution में दिया हो, continuous class में दिया हो, तब हमें लेना है. So here it is discrete information. So here we are finding Q1 where J will be the 1, n plus 1. N means a total of frequency, that is 80. 80 plus 1 divided by 4, the observation. So here the value of 80 plus 1, that is 81 divided by 4, you will get 20.25th observation. So here directly, okay, so for this, for quartile, obviously we need to find out cumulative frequency, which I forgot. So let's first find out it. That is just simple. आपको सिर्फ add on करते जाना है frequency. Frequency 1, 1 plus 3, 4. 4 plus 7, 11. 11 plus 15, that is 26. Plus 20, 46. Plus 13, that is 59. And keep on going with this. Yes. And here comes 80. So here we'll find out where the 20.25 will come. 1, 4, 11, our value less compared to 20. So this is the one which we can say that here is the information where it will come. And here we find out the Q1 will be 12. Remember, cumulative frequency में हमें सिर्फ number find out करना है जिसके अंडर ये number आ सकता है. But at the end we have to go to the observation. वो होगा हमारा Q1. So here the Q1 will be 12. Next, same third quartile, same as Q1. The only thing here will change is J हो जाएगा 3 and N is 80 plus 1 divided by 4th observation. So here, out of this calculation we are getting 20.25, which we have already done in the first quartile. So just make a calculation and get it multiply with this. So here we have to find out value of the multiplication of this. You will get 60.75th observation. Again same ये वाला number हमें match करना है कि CF में कहाँ आएगा. 26 भी कम है, 46 भी कम है compared to 60. 59 is also less. Here is the one where the 60.75 will come. So drag the line towards the observation and that's what your Q3. So here Q3 is 24. So here we get the Q1 value as well as the Q3 value. Now we'll find out quartile deviation. So for this, Q3 is 24 minus Q1 is 12 divided by 2. 24 minus 12, you will get 12 upon 2 and the answer is 6 visit. Next, what the question has asked is to find out mean. जब मीन फाइंड आउट करने के लिए बोला हो और आपको फ्रीक्वेंसी दिया हो तो फर्स्ट थिंग व्हाट वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट इज सिग्मा एफ एक्स, दैट इज द मल्टीप्लिकेशन ऑफ दिस टू कॉलम. इन दोनों का मल्टीप्लिकेशन होगा हमारा एफ एक्स और उसका टोटल होगा हमारा सिग्मा एफ एक्स. सो 3 1s are 3, 5 3s are 15, 8 7s are 56. Then 12 into 15 will be 180. Just keep on multiply with this. 17 into 20 will be 340 and continue with your calculator. And here we get the total 1444. Now take the information over here into the formula. Just keep the value and n, that is 80. Get it, divide, you will get answer 18.05 visit. So then the question is also asking to find out mean deviation. Now for the mean deviation, that's what the question has asked, not mean. So for mean deviation, what the next column we need is x minus mean. We got the value of mean here 18.5 and then we have to get it minus with x. In the absolute bracket directly will keep, so no need to keep any sign. यानी कि आपको आंसर माइनस में भी मिले तो आपको माइनस में नहीं लिखना है, डायरेक्टली यू कैन स्टार्ट. हियर द वैल्यू ऑफ मीन इज 18.05. नाउ होल्ड योर कैलकुलेटर टू फाइंड आउट द वैल्यू फॉर दिस कॉलम. दैट्स आवर x. 3 minus 18.5 you will get 15.05. Then 5 minus 18.5, that is 39.15. Again 8 minus 18.5, we are just doing the way the formula is given. So back again, 8 minus 18.5 you will get 10.05. ऑब्वियसली ये वैल्यू कम है और पीछे वाला वैल्यू ज़्यादा है तो माइनस में सारे आंसर आ रहे होंगे, पर एब्सोल्यूट ब्रैकेट की वजह से आप यहाँ पे ब्रैकेट नहीं रखोगे. जस्ट कीप ऑन गोइंग विद द फ्लो. दैट इज 12 minus 18.5, you will get 6.5. Again 17 minus 18.5, 1.05. 20 minus 18.5, you will get 1.95. This is how you have to continue. I'm doing this 5.95, then 11.95 and 16.95. Now that is not enough to find out. Here they also ask to calculate with frequency. So that this table, this column will get multiply with this frequency. 1 into 15.5, here we'll get the frequency multiplication and that's what we need. So 1 multiplied by 15.5, keep it 15.5. 3 into 39.5, 15, here you will get, that's 13.5. And when you multiply 13.5 with 3, you will get 39.5. 15. Next 10.5 multiplied by 7, you will get 70.35. 6.5 multiplied by 15, you will get 90.75. This is how, just keep on going. Now the total of this column will be sigma f, absolute bracket x minus mean, and here we get the answer 472.60, and that's what you have to take into the formula. 472.60 and the n is 80. Calculate over this, you will get the answer 5.907. After 2 digit, the third digit is more than 5, तो यहाँ पे हो जाएगा 5.91. That's what the answer of mean deviation. And on this, here they ask you to coefficient of mean deviation. And the formula for this is mean deviation divided by mean. The mean deviation just now we found 5.9 91 and the mean is 18.05. On this calculation you will get 0.327. Again the third digit is more than 5, तो आगे वाला number एक digit बढ़ जाएगा, that is 0.33. That's all. Here we complete the first question. Moving to the next. Second question. Find the percentage of observation lying within the limit of mean plus minus standard deviation using the following distribution of credit days taken by the merchants. Here are the credit days, that's our observation, and number of merchants are the frequency. As we are going to use the within the limit of mean plus minus standard deviation. So first of all, out of this information, first we'll find out mean and standard deviation. So to find out the mean, here I am going to first multiply frequency with observation to find out fx. 12 5s are 60, 13 10s are 130, 14 into 25 350, 15 into 65 975, 16 into 45 720, 17 into 35 595, 18 into 8 144, 19 into 7 133, and here we get the total, that is our sigma fx is 3107. First here we'll find out the mean, that is sigma fx upon n. Here we get 3107 and divide by n, that is the number of total number of frequency 200. Answer is 15.535. as you can see the third digit is 5, तो आगे वाला number एक digit बढ़ जाएगा, that is 15.54. So here we get the mean. The next we are going to find out is standard deviation, and for this formula sigma fx square upon n minus sigma fx upon n whole square. If you see this formula, it's the same as your mean. Formula में mean square भी directly दिया है, तो वो भी आप use करो, that also no problem. So to find out fx square, we'll take this fx multiply by x will be a fx square. मतलब ये वाला column multiply होगा with the x column. That is 12 into 60 720, 13 into 130 1690, 14 into 350 4900, 975 multiplied by 15 14625, 720 multiplied by 16 11520, 595 multiplied by 17 10115, 144 multiplied by 18 2592, 133 multiplied by 19. Here we get the answer 2527, and the total of this is 48689. That's our sigma fx square. So let's keep the value in the formula. For sigma fx square, here we get 48689 divided by n, that's our 200, minus sigma fx, that is 3107 divided by n 200 whole square, keep the root, get it divide, you will get 243.45 minus, if you get it divide, obviously the answer will be the same as mean, that is 15.54 whole square. Next 243.45 minus 15.54 multiplied by 15.54, you will get 241.49. Get them subtract, get it minus, you will get 1.96, and from your calculator just remove the square root of it, you will get the answer 1.4. So here we are ready with the value of mean and the standard deviation. Now we'll keep the within a limit of mean plus minus standard deviation. So first we'll keep the value of mean minus standard deviation to mean plus standard deviation. Here the value of mean we get is 15.54 minus standard deviation, here we get 1.4. The same value I am going to write here, 15.54 plus 1.4. So here we get the answer 14.14 to 16.94. For this we'll go back to the table, and here we check the limit between 14.14 means from here and till the 16.94. Here we get the limit. That is, for the limit you have to see in the observation. That is 14.14, that is would be start from the 15, as it is more than 14 तो हम 15 से start करेंगे, and it is still 16.94, not yet cross the 94. तो 15 और 16 के बीच की लिमिट से हम नंबर ऑफ फ्रिक्वेंसी यानी कि मर्चेंट कलेक्ट करेंगे. दैट इज 65 प्लस 45. सो 65 plus 45, here we get 110. So therefore the total number of merchant is 200, which is known, which will be as 100%. And for the limit of 110, what will be the percentage? Out of this equation we'll make a cross multiplication, that is 110 multiplied by 100, जो रह गया उसको divide करेंगे by 200. Out of this calculation you will get it is 55%. So that's what the answer from the second question. Moving to the third. Question number 3. Find an appropriate measure of dispersion from the following data. Also find its relative measure. Relative measure means coefficient हमको ढूंढना है. और measure of dispersion, ये चैप्टर में हमने 4 मेथड देखे. Range, quartile deviation, mean deviation, standard deviation. You can use any of it. Here I am going to show you the quartile deviation, and I have here you can see the mean deviation is also solved. That I'll show you later. First I'll check with the quartile deviation. Now to find out the quartile deviation, obviously we just need a cumulative frequency, that is the addition of frequency. And as you can see it is a continuous frequency distribution. तो यहाँ पे हम बड़ा वाला formula use करेंगे, right? तो first we'll find out the value, that is value of total number of frequency, that is n, 20 divided by 4th observation, and by dividing this we'll get 5th observation. तो 5th CF में जाके ढूंढो कि भाई 5 नंबर 2 नंबर इज लेस देन 5, तो 6 में आएगा जहाँ पे ये हो गया हमारा लोअर फ्रिक्वेंसी, that is 10. n upon 4 just now we found is 5 minus CF मतलब उसके ऊपर वाला नंबर, that is 2. Frequency, that is the same number where we kept the line, 4 into the class length, 10 और 20 के बीच में distance 10. Now 10 plus, here 5 minus 2 will be 3 upon 4 into 10. Remove the calculation of this, that is 10 plus, if you remove the calculation you will get 7.5, and add with 10, that is 17.5. And here we come and complete with the first quartile. Now we'll find out the third quartile, as in the quartile deviation we need a Q3 minus Q1. So first let's find out Q3. Q value of 3, 20 upon 4th observation, that would be value of 3 multiplied by 5 observation, that would be 15th. Value of 15th observation. Now 16 is the number where the 15 will be. 16 is more than 15. यहाँ पे 15 आ जाएगा. तो यहाँ पे है हमारा lower boundary point, that is 20. L will be our 20 plus 3 n upon 4, that we got is 15th observation. 15th minus CF उसके ऊपर वाला number, that is 6. Frequency on the same length, that is 10, and class length 20 और 30 के बीच का distance, that is 10. So 20 plus 15 minus 6, here we get 10. 9 divided by 10 into 10, 10 cut, 20 plus 9, and the answer is 29. So now we'll first find out quartile deviation, and the formula is Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. Q3 we found 29 and Q1 we found 17.5 divided by 2. Now get them subtract, we'll get 11.5 divided by 2, and the answer is 5.75. And to find out the coefficient of quartile deviation, that is Q3 minus Q1, Q3 plus Q1. Now let's keep the value 17.5, 29 plus 17.5 by getting it subtract, that is 11.5. आगे हमने किया था ना, मैंने डायरेक्टली ले लिया. नेक्स्ट अगर उसको ऐड करेंगे तो 46.5. get them divide and here we get the answer 0.24. and the same I have solved. Here you can see this is the same information. It was less than 10, so I kept 0 to 10, and more than 40, there I kept the 40 to 50 as all the distance was 10. Then the frequency was given. Out of this continuous frequency, here I found mid value, and by getting them multiply, here I get the sigma fx, where I kept the value, the total, to find out the mean, and here I find out 23.5 mean. Then for the mean deviation, to find out the formula sigma f absolute bracket x minus mean, here I took the mean value 23.5, get minus with the x, that's what the value, and the same column has been multiplied with frequency. Multiplication of frequency and this column, here I got frequency absolute bracket x minus x bar, getting the total of it by keeping the value. Here is the answer of our mean deviation. As the question is asking relative measure, that is coefficient. यहाँ पर भी मैंने ढूंढा, right? Coefficient of quartile deviation. Here also I have find coefficient of mean deviation. Mean deviation का value था 5.6, mean 23.5. By keeping the calculation, here I got the answer 0.24. So that's what any measure of dispersion has been asked. So here I used a quartile and or the mean deviation. It's up to your choice. आप कोई भी method ये दोनों में से select कर सकते हो. Moving to the next.